Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I want to do a really fun holiday tag that I saw a beautiful Horizon do on her channel. Now she's a newer channel here on YouTube, so if you don't know about her, I'm going to leave her link down below. Make sure you go check her out. I have just really been enjoying her videos, and I saw her do this tag and I was like, I want to do it too. So again, I'm going to leave her channel link below. Go check her out. I think she's so super cute. And as soon as I saw her do this tag, I'm like, I'm going to do it. So it's 10 questions and I'm just gonna answer them as I see them. The first one says, what is your favorite, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's? So I've never really been a fan of New Year's for some reason. I think just by the time New Year's comes around, I'm kind of over it and I don't really celebrate New Year's, honestly. Like we just never ever have, like forever. I just never have really cared, honestly. I love Thanksgiving. I have just always, I don't know, there's just something in the air when it comes to Thanksgiving, like the Macy's Day Parade, cooking all day long, just creating this really big meal that you and your family gather around a table and enjoy together. I just really love the spirit of Thanksgiving. But Christmas, of course, is just on its own level. It's incredible. So I don't know. I guess I would have to say Christmas, of course, but Thanksgiving is definitely up there. I have just always loved Thanksgiving and Christmas, so I guess I'd have to say Christmas just because of just the traditions, the gifts, the being with the family, the meal that comes with it. Yeah, so probably Christmas. Okay, so the next question is, what are you looking forward to the most these holidays? I don't know, gosh, like so much has just changed in the last like few years, especially this previous year with having the twins and moving and stuff like that. I think I'm just so looking forward to us just having like a more settled down season, if that makes any sense. Like we have just done so much like this last few years with like Matt working and going to school and that just being such a big hustle, you know, that he was just going through. And of course it just, you know, it kind of affects everybody, you know, when you're so busy with one big goal that you're working towards. And, you know, we sold our, you know, old home a few years ago and we've gone through 2 rentals since then. And now we're in our new home, which is great, you know, and so I think just maybe enjoying the season, being in our new home, having the twins here, having our family feel complete, Matt being done with school, just feeling like life has settled down just a little bit, you know, and just really enjoying the holidays for what they are, being together with our family. Now that I'm home full time, like I feel like I have more time to dedicate towards the holidays, to kind of get the house ready, to just focus more on things like that. Next question is, do you have a wish list or prefer to be surprised? So both. I do create a wish list on Amazon. That way it kind of helps Matt, like gives him a little bit of direction on, you know, what I would like for Christmas. I just kind of put a bunch of random things on there and he can kind of pick and choose like what he thinks I would like. So I guess it's kind of both. Like I have a wish list, here's kind of like an idea and you kind of pick whatever. So I'm not really sure exactly what I'm gonna get, but you know, it still is like a surprise like when I'm opening it up. So I think a wish list again is great because it kind of helps guide the spouse, because if not, they're like, I have no idea what you want or what color or, you know, anything. So I definitely like both. All right, so number 4 says, name a few things that you are most thankful for. Gosh, this whole year there's so much has happened this year that I'm just so thankful for. Of course, I'm gonna say the twins and just, you know, having them here and just, I guess whenever I found out I was pregnant, that alone, you know what I mean, is like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant, like, you know, let's get through this pregnancy and create a healthy baby. And then when I found out that I was pregnant with twins, that of course heightened that, like, oh my gosh, you know, especially because they're considered high risk, that, you know, I could have some complications, like who knows what the outcome of this is gonna be. I've heard so many stories of moms going super early when they were pregnant with multiples and just everything just being so unsure, you know, like nothing's guaranteed. And so just being able to go through that pregnancy and have no complications and just to produce these healthy babies. Like I kept telling Matt throughout the entire pregnancy, I'm like, I don't care how much weight I gain, I don't care how many stretch marks I get, like my end goal is just to produce 2 healthy babies. Like if I can do that, I'll lose the weight later, I'll get stretch mark cream later, like I don't care, you know, if I can just get to that goal. And I did. So that is just such a blessing, like so I can't even, I'll like start choking up if I talk about it too much. So thankful for that. Of course, so thankful that I have an amazing 7-year-old. Connor is just the best child ever. He challenges me. He is funny. He is just such a pleasant person to be around. You know, I always thought like with kids that you would love your children, of course, but I never realized that you would actually like want to hang out with them, almost like a friendship, if that makes sense. Like, I just love Connor so much. Like, I just enjoy his company. Like, let's hang out and watch a movie together like you would with a, you know, a good friend. So I love that quality of time with him. And of course, Matt, my husband, like, so thankful for him. He is like the best. Like, good dad, good husband, great provider, like great everything, you know. So I think I'm just truly thankful for family, for health, just quality of life. Okay, so number 5 is, what's your favorite dish to cook and why? I love spinach squares. So Jen Ross, she has a channel here on YouTube. It's called like Pretty Neat Living now. It used to be organized like Jen. She made these spinach squares, or she makes them like every season. And I, you know, would see her like on her channel make these spinach squares. And I finally one day was like, she has a video on the recipe, so I guess I'll try it. They look pretty tasty. She's always like raving about how great they are. And I made them, and they're honestly the best thing I have ever cooked. They're so good. Of course, it comes with like a pound of cheese and like way too much butter. They're definitely not healthy, even though there's spinach in them. Like, forget the spinach. It's all about the cheese and butter. But I make those for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I would make them year round, but they're honestly like, they're just a little too much as far as like, I guess, calories and things like that. Like, so I always save them for like special events like the holidays. And even Matt is just like chomping at the bits. Like, anytime that I make them, like, they just, the whole house, like the aroma of them, they are just so good. They always go super fast. They're incredible. So I make the spinach squares, really the best thing I've ever made, honestly. I also make a dessert ball that I really love. It's basically like a block of cream cheese, some powdered sugar, some brown sugar. You mix it all together, and then you mix in like milk chocolate chips and Heath like toffee candy, like that's been chopped up. And then you roll it in the chocolate chips, the toffee, and pecans, and you like have a cookie that you dip into it. Oh my God, it's so incredible. That paired with the spinach squares, I could just sit there and just eat both of those at the same time. That's honestly the best stuff ever. Love it. Okay, so number 6 is, will you be hosting or going to a family member's or friend's house traveling? So I, for the first time, hosted Thanksgiving well, I used to host it a long time ago, but for the first time in a while, hosted Thanksgiving this year. I just love hosting holidays like that. I don't know, like, I just feel like as mom, like, I don't know, maybe it's like my responsibility to like make sure that the holidays are like extra special, but I just love like planning for them. I love creating memories. I love like being the one that's like, okay, we're gonna watch a movie now, or now we're gonna do this, and just, I guess, hosting, that's part of it. So I hosted for Thanksgiving. Christmas is a little bit more of a personal time for us. Like, we will see family probably like on Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day, I have always been like very like sacred about it. Like, we are going to just, our family, stay at home. We're going to open up presents. We're going to totally indulge throughout the day with candy and cookies and whatever it is that we want. We're gonna have nonstop Christmas movies playing. Like, Christmas for me is a day of like no rules. So we are just going to be at home. We're going to be together. We're going to do anything that we want. And I love that. So Thanksgiving I hosted, but Christmas is more of a just us time. Okay, so number 7 is, pick your favorite holiday and share, what does your table look like? Decor, food, activities. So I would say, I guess, like, what comes to me is Christmas. And just, I love like having some kind of game that we play on Christmas Eve, whether it be like a board game or like a puzzle or like a card game or something like that, some kind of activity that we can do together. And so I could just see our table, like our dining room table, us sitting at it, putting a puzzle together as a family, no cell phones, no iPads, no electronics, you know, nothing like that. I do film, so I'll like film and, you know, capture that experience in that moment. But just being together, like having some hot chocolate or having some kind of treat that we're indulging in. Not necessarily like decorations really on the table. It's just us being together and having that atmosphere, that like warm atmosphere together. Okay, so number 8 is, what are some of your favorite traditions? So we're pretty big on holiday movies, specifically like Thanksgiving, for example. I love planes, trains, and automobiles. So I love like indulging in Thanksgiving, and you're like super full, and you go and you sit down on the couch and you play like a really great movie that you know you love, you know you're gonna laugh at all the little funny lines and everything. Or at Halloween we watch Hocus Pocus and Casper. For Christmas there's a ton. There's Christmas, I'm looking at them now, Christmas Vacation, Polar Express, It's a Wonderful Life, Elf, Santa Claus, A Christmas Story. I love A Christmas Story. That is my all-time favorite movie. I'm obsessed with it. I plan on getting the leg lamp, like the full 50-inch leg lamp one day, and displaying it proudly in our front room window. I just love stuff like that, like just holiday movies, being together as a family, our little traditions of playing a game on Christmas Eve, having Christmas morning, just all of it. I just love all of it. Okay, so number 9 is, what movie gets you in the holiday spirit? So of course, A Christmas Story. I love that movie. I just love everything about it. I love the mom, I love the dad, I love Ralphie. I love that he gets so like worked up about like his little decoder pen. He gets so worked up about the Red Ryder BB gun. I love how the dad like like the leg lamp is just so funny to me, like that he doesn't understand and see like how gaudy this leg lamp is, but he's so proud of it because it's something he won. It's this major award, so he like displays it in the window of the front room, like doesn't see that it's like not appropriate, you know. And how the wife smashes it. Like that whole movie, I honestly can recite it. I love every single bit of it. I hope one day to have the leg lamp displayed in my front room window. I will definitely get it next year. I always say this, but like I will for sure get it next year. I just love that movie. So it's like, for me, Christmas has not started until we watch that movie. Okay, so the last question is, what is your favorite holiday memory? I guess what comes to my mind is just one year for Christmas when I was a kid. It was like a really good Christmas that year. My brother and I both got brand new bikes. I got this really awesome orange Mongoose like mountain bike, like a really nice bike. And we also got a new TV for like our front room, which was like our little hangout room, like our little formal living room. So it was basically like a new TV for me and my brother. And it was just one of those years that it was like every gift was good. Like I think I got like a Mariah Carey CD that year that was like the big CD. I also got like a Spice Girls like poster or like stuff like that. Like it was just one of those years that was like on point. Like every present made sense. It was great. The stockings were great. The food was great. I guess like another memory that I have is when you're little and you truly believe in like, you know, like Santa and like all that stuff, and just the feeling of like, for me, I used to wake up like a zillion times a night on Christmas Eve. Like every moment I would wake up, I would like sneak into the living room to see if the presents were there and the stockings were filled. And you know, you would go and you would check and they kept being, you know, like empty and they weren't there yet. And then finally the moment when you went and checked again and all the presents were under the tree, your stocking was all full of who knows what, you know, and just being so excited about like, oh my gosh, like what's in there, like just the mystery behind that. And so that for me is just that moment of like seeing all the presents on Christmas morning. And another thing that we do is, because I love that so much, like the night before Christmas Eve, like we never have anything under the tree, the stockings are empty, but it's like throughout the night, you know, before Santa comes, you know, and fills the tree with gifts, just that feeling of like seeing all the gifts underneath the tree all at once, like I love that. So I know some people like to have gifts underneath the tree, you know, throughout the, you know, month, but I'm always been like very minimal, like maybe a few things for like family and friends and stuff like that, but I like save everything. And then whenever Santa comes, you know, he puts it all underneath the tree and it's just full and wonderful looking, and I just love that. So that's kind of like a side note, but Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, please go check out A Beautiful Horizon. I have been loving her channel lately, so go show her some love. And this is an open tag, so I'm gonna leave all the questions down below. Feel free to do it yourself. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.